Hello there. Very good morning and welcome to your Primetime Breakfast News Bulletin. I'm Shayan Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. In your headlines this morning, President states that women occupy a special place in the economic and social development of the country, while private A-level candidates face a problem in Kandy, and the decisive ODI final in the Triangular Series takes place today. Today is International Women's Day.
The day is being commemorated under the theme of empowering the rural woman and eliminating hunger and poverty. However, Minister of Child Development and Women's Affairs Tissa Karaliada said that a completely new theme will be adopted for Sri Lanka in this regard. He stated that this time's program will be launched under the theme of protecting female children. The minister further stated that ceremony to mark the International Women's Day will be held at Temple Trees under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa and First Lady Shiranti Rajapaksa today. Meanwhile, the minister said that the laws will be amended to prevent granting of a general pardon to those who harass women and to enable the enforcement of life sentences with rigorous work to such individuals.
In the meantime, President Mahinda Rajapaksa states that the woman who occupies a special place in Sri Lanka provides a yeoman's service towards the economic and social development of the country. Issuing a release to mark International Women's Day, the head of state noted that women in Sri Lanka provided an immense contribution towards various areas of the economy, such as governments, law and human resources. The President stated that the woman occupies a cornerstone in society of which the family unit forms the base. The President further pointed out that it is the nation's duty to secure the respect and dignity due to women. In his release, President Mahinda Rajapaksa also valued the contribution made by women to areas such as literature, medicine and the teaching profession as well. Issuing a release to mark the International Women's Day, Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne states that the woman is a personification of the forces of nature, the survival of the world and the warmth of love. The Prime Minister, however, noted that the respect and security that should be provided to women was still lacking. Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne further noted that women suffered the most in the 30-year civil war that gripped the country in the recent past. In the meantime, issuing a release, opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe noted that the female child was still suffering from issues such as poor health, abuse and injustice. He points out that authorities have not taken any measures as yet to address and arrest these issues. Wickremesinghe noted that the commemoration of International Women's Day should not only be a festive celebration, but it should also comprise of the commencement of a successful program. Also issuing a release to mark International Women's Day, the United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon states that empowerment and equality is being implemented around the world like never before. However, he pointed out that women and children still had a long way to go to secure their fundamental rights. The UN Secretary-General also appealed to all sections of society to work towards women's empowerment and female equality. The Cabinet has made an inquiry from the Department of Examinations on the proposals submitted to carry out the recommendations of the report compiled by the Experts Committee that was appointed to look into the issues pertaining to the GCE Advanced Level Examinations.
The department stated that the Cabinet has made an inquiry on the implementation of the proposals contained in the report that was submitted for Cabinet approval. Accordingly, the department said that they expect to receive the Cabinet approval regarding the proposals in the near future. The department said that they will work towards implementing the proposals upon receiving the Cabinet approval. The Department of Examinations point out that the report that was submitted to the Cabinet contains methodologies to implement the recommendations of the report compiled by the Experts Committee that was appointed to look into the issues pertaining to the GCE Advanced Level Examination. The committee, comprising of experts, were appointed by President Mahinda Rajapaksa to look into the issues that arose with regard to the issuance of the GCE Advanced Level Examination results last year and to make recommendations.
In In the meantime, issues have arisen with regard to the submission of applications for the 2012 GCE Advanced Level Examinations for private applicants in the Kandy district.
They point out that even though the payments for the applications need to be made through post offices, certain post offices do not accept these payments. Applications need to be submitted before the 30th of this month. When News First made an inquiry from the Deputy Postmaster General RDP Gamani in this regard, he said the circular has been forwarded to all post offices. He pointed out that this can be confirmed via the internet.
Staying in local news, a car that met with an accident on the overhead bridge in Dehiwala earlier on this morning has been completely destroyed in a fire. Police sources said that no injuries were reported from the incident.
Police sources stated that the fire was a result of an accident that took place between the car that was travelling from Mount Lavinia and a pickup belonging to the Navy that was travelling from Colombo. The collision took place when the car was attempting to overtake a lorry. The car had caught fire after the collision. Subsequently, the Dehiwala Mount Lavinia Fire Brigade had doused the blaze.
You're watching your Primetime Breakfast News Bulletin. The distribution of polling cards for the local government bodies of Mullaitivu, Pudukkode Irippu and Maritime Pattu will commence today. Deputy Postmaster General RDP Gamani stated that the polling cards were handed over to the department on Tuesday.
Speaking to News First, Deputy Postmaster General RDP Gamani further stated that measures have been taken to commence the distribution of polling cards today, and the cards will be distributed till the 17th of this month. He went on to say that 11th of March will be dedicated for the distribution of polling cards and urges the area residents to cooperate by remaining home.
Starting off your sports news this morning, Sri Lanka cricket team manager Charit Senanayake said that fast bowler Lasith Malinga and all-rounder Angelo Matthews will only play the final match against Australia in Adelaide if they pass the fitness test. However, he said that the team is in a very strong position mentally. Australia won the first final of the Tri-Series, beating Sri Lanka by 15 runs. However, the Lions came back much stronger in the second final, comfortably beating the Australians by 8 wickets.
Weather seems to be all right this morning. As we speak at the moment, it's about 13 degrees, but we expect the temperature to go up to about 25. There can be few cold spells, but overall, I think, that the weather will be favorable and be very similar to the last game. We still haven't taken a decision on Malinga and on Angelo. We will decide whether they are going to play or not after the fitness test this morning. And mentally, the team is in a very strong position that, we are fully focused and we are aware of the job in hand, and hopefully we'll have a good outing.
Well, there you go. That's a look at your Primetime Breakfast News for today. Of course, don't forget to log on to www.newsfirst.lk for the very latest on the world around you. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm Shane Silva for News First.